Aha Minute #1 blog in the universe. Today, we got a very special guest who I've been wanting to sit down with for a minute. She's been doing a lot of great things in the city. Osha Renee, that's how you pronounce it, right? Osha?
Yes, Osha Renee. O to the S to the H to the A, RENEE.
Thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
No problem. You've definitely been, like I said, making a lot of waves in the city. A lot of people have been working with you. You know what I'm saying? You've been consistent. The music's very strong, lyrical. There's a lot of things you could say. And then I see your performances. You always have confidence regardless of the situation. So I felt like this is a well-needed interview for not only yourself but the city. But let's, introduce yourself. So what made you decide to go with like Osha Renee as your artist name? Is that your government or?
Okay, so like I said, it's O to the S to the H to the A, RENEE. For one, Osha Renee is just a sexy name. Like, when you hear Osha Renee, you like, she gotta be bad because, that's what I am. But it comes from my name. My real name is Trey Osha, and then Osha comes from that. And then my mom's name her middle name is Renee, so I took her middle name because I love her so much. So Osha Renee, and it just goes with me, I feel like.
That's real. So were like people calling you Osha growing up, or?
No, they call me Trey. Everybody know Trey from the ghetto, nappy head, rocking stilettos. No, I didn't rock no stilettos, but
Yeah.
they know. They know me by Trey or Trey Osha, but not Osha.
Okay, and you grew up in Denver?
Yep,
What
born
part?
and raised. East Side, 5 Point area.
Did you live there like your whole upbringing, or did you
No,
move?
so I think kindergarten through first grade, we moved to Montbello. And then second through third, we were in the valleys for a little bit. And then my mom, we moved back down here when I was like fourth, elementary to middle school. So like fourth to eighth grade. And then we stayed here my high school years.
Okay, so different neighborhoods, but Denver all around.
Denver, yep. Denver.
Okay. What schools did you go to growing up?
I went to Northeast Academy. That was in Montbello. And then I went to actually a Christian school. And then I went to Wyatt Edison Charter School, Whittier, and then high school I went to East like my freshman year, like half of it. And then I went to Manual and I graduated. And then I went to college, Langston University, came back, now I go to Metro State.
Okay, so you said East and Manual. What was, I guess, some of the pros and cons to both schools?
Honestly, for me, growing up, I've always went to a smaller school. So when I went to East, it was very culture shocking due to size. So that was different for me. And then there really wasn't no con. The con was like the size of the school. The pro was like it had a lot of opportunity. East is very much in the spotlight. So it was a good place. Manual, the pros was you can make a name for yourself. You know, you can start a lot of organizations there. I was able to start my first sorority, which was Kappa Vu, my freshman year. And then a con would have to be just like in the heart of Denver. Sometimes it's like drama. But other than that, it was pretty cool.
That's dope. Yeah, East is I feel like they always have good sports, like good basketball, good hockey, football. Like every sport, it seems like they're always really good at, and it's a huge school. It's like the architecture is kind of cool to look at too. Like
I know it kind of scares me.
Yeah, I don't know. I went to Pomona, so like it's just a regular like old like square building, and I feel like that's how most schools look. But Denver East has that like you could tell it was one of the first schools in Denver because it has that like architecture.
Wait, where was your school at?
It was in Arvada, Pomona.
Pomona.
It was actually, if you go like 5-10 minutes up north on Wads, you'll be right there.
Okay, Pomona.
We're good at like football and like wrestling and stuff. We were now it's like 3A. It was 5A, but that's besides the point. Okay, so then you said you went to a different college before Metro, or okay, what college was that again?
I went to Langston University. It's an historically black college university. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Shout out to them. I went my freshman and sophomore year, but COVID happened, so I had to come back, and then I just stayed at Metro.
Okay, so you graduated, what, like 2017,
2019.
2019? Okay, and then you went, what city, what state was that school in?
It was in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Langston, Oklahoma.
What made you decide to go there?
Just being raised in Denver, I wouldn't say there's not really black excellence, but we really don't really get to see that. And so I wanted to be in an environment where I was surrounded by my black brothers and sisters in an excellent light. So I decided to go to the HBCU route. And it was the best choice I could ever do. I mean, it helped me find my identity. I'm very confident in myself now due to going to HBCU. So
That's dope.
yeah.
And then what? You said COVID kind of made you come back to Colorado. What was it like? Just tough dealing with, um, I guess, not being around like family, or how? Like, what kind of happened and made you come back?
Yeah, like so during COVID, for one, like just being away from home, I was scared if I got sick. Like I don't have my family there, so I was like, let me go home. Also, I was worried about my mom and my grandma, so I wanted to come be a support to them. And then I was just super, super depressed, you know, and I just wanted to come home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are so you lived in Oklahoma for a couple years and then moved out here? Was that the only time you lived out of state?
Yeah.
What were like some of the pros and cons, living in like Oklahoma versus Colorado?
Oklahoma, where I stayed, was Langston. So if you didn't have a car, you were doomed. So if I wanted to go to the mall, if I wanted to go somewhere, I couldn't if I didn't have a car. And I'm from the city, so being in the country, yeah, the bugs and the roaches and the beetles, it's not for Asha. So no, I couldn't stand it. That was a con. The pro was just being on my own. I really became self-efficient, independent. So that was probably the beauty of it. But yeah, the country is not for me. I'm a city girl, period.
I feel that. I feel that. See, like, I don't know. Whenever I visit out of state, like, it's dope. I've never actually lived out of state. Well, since I was little, but like, whenever I visit out of state, like, for example, I went to New York during September and I was like, well, it's my first time. I love it. This is dope. But then, like, I don't know, the longer I was there, the more I realized how much I love Colorado because, like, it was so fast paced and the city was even bigger there. So I was like, damn, I miss the mountains. Like, I miss, like, just kind of being more chill, laid back. Like, this is way too fast. People up at like 5 a.m. partying. I don't know, like, just adapting to a different lifestyle, it could be a little tough sometimes. So, okay, so, like, what were your hobbies before music? I know you brought up the sorority. So were you like a pretty good student in school? Like, what were some of the things you were into?
Yeah, high school, I was a leader. I was a trendsetter. I started a lot of organizations. I really thought I was going to be a ball player. I played basketball in high school.
Oh,
So I
okay,
thought I was
that's
going to go
lit.
to college and hoop, go to the WNBA, but God had better, greater plans for me. So now I do music. But some hobbies I did was I played basketball. I was in a lot of like outreach programs for leadership. So I was head girl in my high school. What else? Yeah, I started the sorority. I did a lot of stuff in the community. I was mostly like an advocate. That's the hobbies I did.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. Oh yeah, I played basketball too. Growing up, I loved basketball. That was my first dream before like any of this stuff too.
Yeah.
So I could relate on that. Were you like, did you play at like Manual and East or?
Yeah, I played at Manual. Look me up on Max Preps. I was cold. Hello. Nah, look me up though. I could hoop. I could hoop my little tail off. I still can hoop, but I was good. I really thought I was gonna make it to the WNBA, the first 5'2" girl, point guard. Hello. I really thought,
Hell yeah.
but
What happened? You just like, was it the competition starting to get like tough, and you were just like, yeah, this isn't for me, or what kind of led into the transition and like, I guess not playing basketball anymore or focusing on music and stuff?
So when I went to college, competition, you like when you're in high school, you're just like competing against high school people and people in your city. But when you go to college, you got people from different states. So they might have been top one on a team and you going against them. And the university, I would have been a walk on. So I'm like, that's impossible for me to hoop. They already got their favorites, they already got their team. So I didn't even try. And then during quarantine, that's when I tapped into music. I was super depressed, and I always could write when I was a kid. So I was like, let me try to put this on a beat, see where it goes. And then it was dope. I came back home, started to meet up with like 2 other of my brothers, and we made a group called Last Supper, and we made a song called Fighting Through the Struggle. I think that's how you see me. No, you see me through the
Uh,
Go Talk.
no, I think the first song I heard from you was I want to say it was before Val. That's what you titled it, right? Snakes. That might have been the first one because it was that video. I think you wearing like some like tan, like kind of baggy pants. I don't want to say
Oh,
baggy
yeah.
pants because they were like
I know what
closing
you're
at the
talking
end.
about. Yeah.
I think you were on the east side. I might be tripping though. It was shot by Vicky Wolves.
hmm
I think it was that one. It might have been sooner. I'd have to go look, but yeah, I think that
I think it
was.
was Fighting Through the Struggle.
It might have been that
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
I'd have to look. And then I know there was one where you were playing basketball. I like that one.
Interested?
And then yes, and then I did see the Go Talk. Has the one with AP dropped yet?
Which?
I'm excited for that one. The one
Oh
that
no,
was done
the
here.
Off the Roof. No.
No, I'm excited
Not
for that
yet.
one.
It's
That'll be
fire.
dope. AP's like my favorite artist. So
I know. I mess with him. When I seen him, I was like, all right, he tall as heck, but I was like,
yeah, he's
he
tall as
hard.
heck. Okay. So you were playing basketball. You like what kind of GPA did you have in school, in college, and high school and stuff?
Maybe I had a 3.5.
So you were
That's
pretty good.
pretty
A's
smart.
and B's.
Pretty smart. Yeah.
That's good. What made you like focus on school? Like what made you realize it was important?
I didn't have a choice. My mom, I love her dearly, but she was a single parent, and so she didn't get the honor to go to college. She had to raise us. So she didn't, it wasn't no ands and buts about it. You gonna go to school, and that's what happened. I had my godmom too. She put a lot of money and time and investment into me, so I had to go to school. That's why I took that route.
Okay. What's your relationship like with your parents?
My parent, me and my mama, that's my best friend. We're really, really close. Sadly, me and my dad, we don't talk right now. So honestly, he just wasn't there for me when I needed him the most. And so a lot of my trauma comes from him just due to his absence and neglect. But I would say shout out to you because I'm the woman I am today. I'm very strong-minded, so.
That's real. That's real. Okay, so were there any like specific moments or struggles that you can talk about that you remember that kind of like helped you grow as a person, getting to where you are now?
Yeah. For me, just growing up with just a single parent and not having a father, I feel like the adversity that I went through in those moments, I had to learn that sometimes you might not have your parents and you have to stand 10 toes in this world by yourself. My mom might not be here for all my life. My dad's not here right now. So how is Osha going to still be Osha? How am I going to still keep evolving and elevating in the way that God wants me to be, or however he wants me to elevate in that sense? So yeah, just being a black girl, just being a black girl in America is super hard. You know, the odds is at us. So every day is a struggle, it's a fight, but I'm doing it too.
That's real. You're doing a great job. So what was I know you brought up like that first song you recorded with the homies, right? You said, or your family?
Okay. The homies. Okay. They're my brothers, but homies.
Okay. So was that like when you were like, what was that light bulb like when it lit in your head where you're like, okay, I can actually do something with this? Or were you at that time kind of like, oh, this is fun, like I'm just kind of messing around? Like when did that shift happen where you're like, okay, I'm gonna take this serious?
For me, so I came back from college. I was in my brother's living room, and this is when George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and everything was happening in the community. And I'm a poet too, so I think rapping is just poetry. So I wrote down how I was feeling, and my brother, he can sing, and so I made a hook, and I'm like, this is dope. We should make this into a song for fun, but also to bring awareness of what is going on in our community. So we did that, and we did a video with Vic. Vic heard the song. Shout out to you. He did a video, and then we posted it. And at first, I'm like, I didn't care if it would get views or likes. I'm just like, we just speaking what's going on. It went crazy. People start commenting. I think we had like over 10K views on Facebook. And then we had like 600 likes from people from different like platforms all together in one. And then they were like, she can rap. And I said, oh, who can rap? Me? I'll be playing for real. And they was like, you should really start rapping. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start rapping for real. So
that's lit. Okay. So what made you go the rapping route? Because I know you're versatile. I know you can sing and stuff too. But like, I feel like most female artists just go kind of the singing route usually. Not everyone, obviously. There's hella dope female rappers too. But like, what made you say I'm gonna rap? Because I feel like rap is kind of dominated by males a lot of times. You know, nowadays it's kind of changing. You got like a lot of
you got Lotto, Flo Milli. You got the Dons, Lauren. I mean, the list goes on. Like women, this right now in the hip hop industry, they taking over. And shout out to us. And it's Women's Month, so yeah.
Okay.
But to answer your question, what made me go that route to rap, I would have to say I was rapping in high school for fun. So this is like this is something nature to me. It's like nature, if that makes sense. And so I didn't really grow up singing. My family can sing, but I didn't sing. And then I talk super fast. You see I'm talking like super fast. So I'm like, I can rap. I can just rap. So it was just natural for me to just go that route.
Who is your, let's say, top 3 favorite artists growing up? Who were you like mostly listening to?
Okay, number 1, Lauryn Hill. I love her. 2, J. Cole. And then 3, can I do 4?
Yeah, go ahead. Mount Rushmore.
Kendrick and 50.
Okay.
50 Cent. I love me some 50.
So my next question was gonna be Drake or Kendrick, but you kind of answered
Oh,
that.
Kendrick. Sorry, Drake. He too crybaby. Oh, no. I love you,
Yeah,
Drake.
what if
If
he
you
watches
ever
it?
want to do a feature with Miss Osha Renee, baby, we can hop on a Crying Baby track.
I was about to say, like,
I was just going to shut up.
imagine if he watched this and he's
You're like,
he's
Asha, what
damn,
you
I'm trying to
said.
hop on a song. Yeah,
No, Drake.
you put Drake on a single, it's automatic.
It's all going up. He's that guy.
Okay. Who's like your Colorado artist, Mount Rushmore? And that could be any artist in Colorado.
Come on. Nello hard.
Okay.
Trip.
J Trip?
J Trip,
Okay.
hard.
That's a good one.
Monica the Great.
She's dope.
Dope. And my last but not least, his name's Malcolm Wise. I seen him perform one time and I was just like, you're a vibe. So
like, what would you consider your style of rap? Because it seems like, you can't, it's tough to put you in a box because you're really like, you're your own sound. It doesn't sound like you're trying to be like anyone else, but you're very like lyrical, conscious, but you also do the hot shit, you know what I'm saying, what's popping now, like I don't want to say the Sexy Red type shit because you do not sound like her, but like with the Black Barbie one you just did, that kind of gave me like the Sexy Red vibes in a way. So like what do you consider your style, or are you just versatile, like you do whatever you like, kind of messing around?
Okay, yeah, I'm versatile. I really don't have a specific style. I think as artists, we forget that we're artists and we tend to allow people to put us in a box due to the music that we do. Like, yes, I'm Asha, I'm conscious too. Yes, I'm Asha, I can twerk and have fun too. Yeah, I'm Asha, I can get on a beat and talk about love. Yeah, I'm Asha, I can talk about heartbreak. Like, there's so many things we can do. And sometimes we limit ourselves because we feel like, oh, well, the world sees me as this. And it's like, you are you. And how do you see yourself? Like, have fun with it. See what you like. But I don't put myself in a box. I'm versatile.
That's real. I respect it. I feel like you're it's a lot different than a lot of artists out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, artists get versatile, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you really stamp the rapping and the different styles within that genre. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. So it's hard to make it out of Colorado definitely within like the hip hop, rap, R&B scene. Obviously the EDM scene's huge out here, but like rap and hip hop's tough. Everyone I think knows that. You have your artists like the Trev Riches, the APs, the people that do make moves, and you know what I'm saying, Squizzy, like people that are doing their thing, but it seems hard to like really get to that mainstream level where people are like touring and doing all these things, right? So what do you think is special about you, or that like people should believe in you? My bad, let me realize this. Why should people believe you are going to make it out? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's different about you that you feel can have an impact on the industry and make it out of Colorado?
Okay, I'm gonna kind of switch your question up. Why do I believe that I should make it? I feel like y'all don't have to believe in me. Y'all don't have to think that I'm gonna make it. I already know that I'm going to make it, and this is just being confident and trusting in God. I'm a huge believer. I have faith. And so the reason why I believe that I should make it and I will make it is because God has given me the vision, and it's only right that I'll outlive that and stay true to my purpose. And so, yeah, I believe I'm going to make it. Y'all ain't got to believe Asha going to do nothing. Real. Y'all don't have to. So I'm me, and yeah.
Well, just so you know, a lot of people do believe in you.
And if y'all do, I love y'all so much.
But yeah, I respect that answer, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will.
Right.
And especially when you first start making noise and bubbling, there's going to be a lot of doubters and people who, don't believe in you. But once you get past that, and people ain't got no choice but to believe in you.
Right. And people love to say, what's your backup plan? They
right.
love to say that. And to any artist out there, if your heart is telling you drop out of school and do music, do it. If your heart is telling you go to Atlanta or Texas or Cali, do it. Like, I feel like a lot of the times our families allow us to, like, I don't know, sleep on our own potential because of their past fears and their failures. They tend to uphold that on us, and it's like, do it. You get one life. We only here for a short amount of time, not a long time.
So do you deal with like, I feel like everyone deals with this. I deal with this. Do you deal with like family members kind of being like, I guess, not 100% believed in you, or like you said, oh, you better make sure you have a backup plan or go do this. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you deal with that a lot?
Oh my God, a lot still till this day. Like, just even with me going to school, they're like, yeah, that's the best decision you could have made. And luckily, I have like my mom, like she's super, super supportive. My brothers, they believe in me, but I know deep down inside they be like, I don't know if that's music gonna work out for her. Like I opened for CeeLo Green, and my mom, I love you dearly. This ain't no shade to you. She was like, oh, that's a rig. CeeLo Green ain't coming. And
Really?
Osha really opened for CeeLo Green, and I was just like, girl, I told you, I told you I was gonna do that. But yeah, they be down with me sometimes.
Hey, you gotta be careful with these janky promoters, though. I ain't gonna lie.
She said, CeeLo Green is not coming. That is a rig. And I was like, Mama, no, like it's for real. She's like, see, they get you, and then they get you, then he won't even be there. And I'm like, all right.
That has happened, but I don't know. I feel like that's more of an underground thing. With an artist like CeeLo Green, who has a pretty good name in the industry, you usually don't happen. Okay, so you brought up Metro. What made you decide to go back to school and go to Metro? And what are you studying? I know you told me before the interview, but
oh, it's okay. So I decided to come back to Metro for one, it's cheaper, and I did want to go back to school because I just want to be in the music industry for like a couple years, and then I want to be on my own Oprah Winfrey stuff. Okay, I want to be my own talk host.
that's
so
lit. That's lit.
I'm doing broadcast and journalism right now, and I minor in music, and
there's a lot of paths you can go with that. When you say that, people look at you as like, just, you know, you're pretty, blah blah blah. Like, how do you kind of decipher that, or like decide, okay, like this is business, or how do you kind of set those boundaries to make sure people understand it's business? You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so for me, I am super nice. Like y'all, Osha Renee is super, super sweet. Like I'm super nice, and I have a flirtatious spirit, and I gotta work on that. You know what I'm saying? It's the eyes. I'm sorry, my mama gave them to me. So I'm a little flirtatious, but I don't be like, sometimes it be the mixed signals, but it's not intentionally.
it's like a friend, like
It's like
friendly.
like I'm really friendly, and sometimes it's hard to like decipher from the two because I'm like, do he really want to work with me, or do he think I'm cute, or I don't know. It's super, super hard. But then I set the boundaries. If I feel like it's getting weird, I'm like, I got a man. Nah, I get to learn.
That's real.
I got a dude, or I just let it be clear, like, hey, we're just working. Or I ask him straight up, do you have a crush on me? Because if you do, we can move differently, you know? So you just gotta stand on business.
That's real.
That's
and
all.
how do you deal with like having confidence too? Because I'm sure a lot of people, like, they might hate on that. You know, like when you have confidence, or you know you're doing something good, or like you're excelling at something, you're successful, like people hate that. People love it, don't get me wrong, but then you're gonna have some people that hate that. So how do you kind of deal with having the confidence and not really like caring? Like, for example, sometimes I'll be wanting to pop my stuff, and I want to be like, oh, I'm the hottest blogger in Denver, whoop-de-whoop, this, that. But then there's other times I'm like, you know what, let me be humble. I'm not even like trying to get into that. People know what they know. So how do you kind of like say, F it, I'm going to be confident in myself and I'm going to talk my stuff? Or do you try to be humble? Like, what's the balance with that?
To be honest, humble culture is annoying. Whoever invented that is stupid. Because, bro, you got to know and you got to feel that you're the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? When people hate on me, that's just a reflection of something you're not doing right. Like, that gives me, like, gas. Like, the more you hate on me, I know I'm that girl because you get mad. Yeah, there you go. It's motivating me. You mad because I am who I am, you know? So I don't care. I still just be popping my stuff because you have to.
That's real. Yeah, I have a problem with that, and I notice a lot of people do. I feel like, I don't know, it's like, because I feel like when I do pop my stuff, it be pissing people off. But then, like, if I'm too humble, then people almost disrespect me too much.
And they play with you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Have that main character mindset. You have to. Because if you don't, you can't win for losing. If you're too humble, they're going to play with you. If you're too cocky, they ain't going to like you. So which one do you want them to play with you or not like you?
That's a valid point. I'd rather them just not like me.
Don't like me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
Period.
West Coast or East Coast music?
Y'all know what it is. West Coast, boy. Hello. But, cause I like Cole. He from the East Coast.
Right.
A lot of them I like Lauryn Hill from the East Coast, but West Coast too. I love Snoop. Isn't Pac from the East? He's from the West.
Well, he was born in the East and then he moved
to the West. Yeah. I mean, it's really West because Denver's more closer to the West Coast. We got a West Coast sound, I feel like.
Right. I was gonna say you kind of have almost like an East Coast where they like vibe, but like what do they call it? The way people talk, like to speak. What is it called?
Accent.
Yeah, you almost have like somewhat of an East Coast.
Somebody told me that I feel like I talk like I'm from New York or something.
Just a little bit, but then I also see like the Southern hospitality side of you. But like you said, we're from the West Coast, so like well, West.
I think I'm just different. Scary. It's dope though.
But that's Colorado. I feel like it's a gumbo pot of styles and cultures and stuff. Do you feel like Denver is more like West Coast, Midwest? Like what region do you think we're in?
We in our own little, I don't know. And to be honest,
box.
and we have like a lot of people that's not even from the city for real. So it's very diverse in different sounds, different music, different just everything. Like I couldn't even put us in a specific, like, I don't know. But it's Midwest though. So
Facts, yeah. Well, I see a lot of people say that and then people be getting mad like, oh, we're not the Midwest.
We ain't West Coast.
That's what I'm saying.
But like,
yeah,
what are
we don't have a
like,
beach.
We don't have
like, yeah.
like what?
I don't know. Okay. What Colorado artists do you want to work with? Name like 3.
3?
Yeah.
Nello, I would love to work with him. Rebecca, I would love to work with her, and Malcolm Wise.
Okay, that's dope. 3 female artists from Colorado that are dope.
She Who Won't Be. There's so many. She Who Won't Be Named. Renee, Danae Simone. There's a lot. Yasmin Imani. I think it's Ileana. I don't want to get her name wrong, but Ileana, I love her. And there's so many. I'm going to just stop here because there's just so many. Elaine Marie, Fire, Bria, Timsky. Who else? I can keep going.
I feel it.
I'll probably be done. And I'm just, it's Women's History Month, so.
True. It is Women's Month. Okay, 3 dream features.
Ooh, Cole's the first one. If I get on a song with J. Cole, we have the same birthday, by the way. If I get on a song with him, it's over. Lauryn Hill, that would be crazy. And MC Light.
Those are good. Okay, what's in the works for Osha? What's in the future? You got any upcoming projects for the people to be lookout? Upcoming shows, anything like that?
Yeah, so April 7th, I have a show at your mom's house. And then April 27th, I have a show at the Rooftop with Callie Wood. So y'all pop out, come see the queen. And sadly, some of y'all might get sad, but I'm finna take a break for a little bit. I'm finna take a little hiatus.
What's going on?
I feel like
pulling the J. Cole or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back better. But just mentally, I just need to take a little break and get myself together. I'm gonna still be working though, still writing, still recording, but as of like posting consistently and doing all that, I'm gonna just take a little break off the media and just focus on me, my mental health, and music too.
What is leading into that for you? Is it just like the music industry being kind of tough to deal with, or like you got other important things to worry about? Like what makes you want to take a break?
Honestly, I feel like I'm just going fast paced. And being an artist, sometimes we forget that we're human. Like, we're not robots. We can't just outwork ourselves. Sometimes you got to take that time to step back, reflect, and, like, just revamp yourself. Because if not, how are you going to work and you're not even going on any type of fuel? You know? So
that's real.
I need to step back, put some gas in my tank some more, come back when y'all see me, though, in, like, 6 months. Just know. Just know.
That's real. I respect it.
Just please know. Just know it's over.
No, mental health is important, especially in this industry though, because like, I don't know. At least especially as a blogger, because I'll be having to post a bunch of news all day and I'll be seeing too much BS. And I'd just be like, I don't know. And then you deal with like the more you grow, like the naysayers, and it's just like it's a lot of drama, and especially like I don't know, it's kind of like the grass is always greener, right? So like you work a regular job, and when you're doing that, you're like, oh, I wish I was my own boss. I wish I could do this. But then you do become your own boss, and then you're like, sometimes I miss that because like you kind of have those off times when you're an entrepreneur, an artist, whatever. Like there is no real like catching up. You know, you always I got. I'm sure in your case, it's I got more music to record. I got more interviews to do. I got some writing to do. Like you always got something to do. In my case, oh, I got this interview to do. I got this blog. I got to go write about this. Like you never really catch up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like mental health when you're an artist and entrepreneur is very important. So I commend you for taking that serious because, you know, if you don't, you could really just damage your brain. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And also,
damage your mental like.
I want to say for the males, because I feel like kings, I call everybody kings and queens because that's what we are.
I respect
I
that.
always do that because that's what you are. But a lot of the times when it comes to kings, they don't, like when it comes to mental health, we don't notice it until it's too late and they're not here anymore. And so I just want to say, like, if you have males in your life, give them their flowers, let them know that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I feel like as an artist, we tend to hop on and be like, F these dudes and F this and that. And it's like, no, I love y'all. I love y'all so much because y'all breadwinners. And, you know, I'm going to give you your flowers. Like, I see what you're doing in the community. Like, it's super huge. And keep going. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. And you transcending some stuff in Denver. You put an artist on. So that's love. And, yeah.
I appreciate it. I try my best. I know not every post is going to get everyone 100,000 followers, but I just try to do my part. So I appreciate you.
And you doing a
that.
hell of a good job.
Thank you.
Period.
All right. Where can people find you at? You got any last minute thoughts, anything like that you want to speak on?
Y'all can find me at Osha Renee, O to the S to the H to the A, RENEE on all platforms, streaming platforms, Instagram, TikTok. I am going to be off, but that don't mean y'all not liking my old content, all right? Also, I love y'all. Y'all keep being blessed and being you, and let's go. Period.
All right. Make sure y'all go follow Osha Renee on everything, Instagram. I don't know if you have Twitter, but X, Facebook, YouTube, all that, man, links be in description. Make sure y'all follow Malhamid on everything, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that links be in description. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment down below your favorite Osha Renee song and who you want to see next on the Malhamid. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, stay notified when all latest news drops. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Malhamid, #1 podcast / blog in the universe. We out. Appreciate you.
Shout out Mile High. Yo.